Ashley, and this is Steph from AftermathReviews.com, and today we're going to review the movie Fast 5.
All right, listen up. The men we're after are professional runners. We find them, we take them as a team, and we bring them back. And above all else, we don't ever let them get into cars.
So Fast 5 is the 5th sequel to the movie Fast and the Furious. It basically picks up where the last one left off, with Dom being arrested. The Fast 5 crew break him out of prison, and they pretty much spend the entire movie on the run from the cops.
So the good thing about this movie is, even though you haven't seen the 4 previous movies, you'll have no problem jumping into this storyline. In order to fulfill their personal vendetta, they call in the main characters from the other sequels. And once they come into the picture, that's when the movie really starts to pick up and makes it very interesting.
Yeah, for sure. I absolutely love that, because for me, I hate seeing a sequel where it's not the same characters, right?
Yeah.
Like if the main guys like Vince or Paul Walker weren't in the movie, to me it wouldn't even
It's
be
not
worth watching. Exactly.
Yeah, I hear you.
So the main character in the movie is Vin Diesel, to me, I would say, at least anyways. What do you think about his acting in the movie?
I thought his acting was good. You know, we've seen his acting before, and it was the same thing. The Rock is in there, and I really enjoyed his acting.
Yeah, you know, The Rock is a guy, I find his acting has come such a long way. Like, watching him versus The Rock, there's a couple scenes where they're actually fighting, right?
Yeah, and The Rock just does it so much better than Vin Diesel
There's
does.
like one shot where they both just show their facial expressions, and like Vin Diesel, he has difficulty. It almost looks like his facial expressions were just like, eh. But The Rock was so dynamic. Like he's
but
good.
you gotta remember, The Rock is a wrestler, so he knows how to act and do those crazy,
like Vin Diesel,
facials.
he does that role good, but I can't imagine him doing any other role. Like, imagine him in a comedy movie or something like that. It just
wouldn't work.
Never work. Same with Paul Walker. Like, he was good in the movie, but I can't really imagine him doing any other role. It's like even Into the Blue or any of his other movies, he's always like that type of guy, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, overall, I'd say the acting in the movie was mediocre. The Rock was probably the best actor in the movie.
Okay.
Would you agree?
Yeah.
Cool.
So, as far as visuals go, I don't know about you, but I really enjoyed the street racing, as far as the nice cars.
Yeah.
The really good music that got you pumping.
Definitely. For me, that's almost what I wanted to see it for, was the cars and the action, right? But there was some parts that almost like ticked me off a little bit, because it's so unrealistic, it just doesn't even make sense. Like, for example, there was one part where you and I actually looked to each other and said, that's so fake.
Yeah.
The car jumps out of the train.
And it's fine.
It smashes into the ground, and there's not even a scratch on it. Like, realistically, if that were to happen, the car would have been totaled. Like, not even drivable anymore. There's another part, like, jumping off the cliff. They just jump out of the car, like...
And then they're fine,
as if
their legs would have been broken, by the way.
Yeah, it's just unbelievable. It's little things like that that kind of take away from the experience overall. But at the end, you know, we went to see it for the cars and the action, so it turned out.
But you have to remember, it's a sequel, and it's not going to be as good as the first one.
That's right.
So
But
I was happy with it
considering
overall.
that it was a sequel, I think this is the best sequel out of the series, for sure. It's not as good as the first one, but it's almost that good.
I'd have to agree. So overall, I'd have to give this movie a 75.
75.
Yeah, what do you give it?
Well, I still liked it quite a bit. Like I said, the main thing for me, the scenery in Brazil, that was awesome. I'm so happy that they picked that city, because it was cool to see.
Yeah.
Secondary was the awesome rides and all the tons of action. There was, like I said, a few parts that I didn't like, but I still loved it, and I knew what I was getting into when I went to see it, right?
Yeah, well, I see your point of view, but you gotta remember, I'm a girl. You're
That's
a guy.
true.
It's definitely a guys having
All right, that's true. So
for
having
the
said...
girls, you know, it's good to watch, but it's definitely a guy's movie.
Fair enough.
In my point of view.
Having said that, I'm giving it a solid 85. It was still a good movie. The first one was better, but this one's still a very good movie. So guys, check it out.
Yeah, girls too.